He can't deal damage properly and he can barely heal. Chi-Chi is the staple healer in Genshin Impact. High damage output paired with excellent healing.
So that didn't age very well. Hi, hello. Today's video is gonna be a bit different. I'm not gonna be using a script, and instead I'm gonna be using my normal voice to talk about something that's been sitting in my heart for the past year or so. And it's the question I keep getting all the time: will I ever make a new tier list? I mean, if you look at the numbers, there's like 5.6 million views at the time of making this video, and it would only make sense to make a new tier list, right? But I honestly just don't believe it's that simple to make a new tier list, so let me just address the whole thing. Now, before this channel became known for Genshin Impact, believe it or not, I did used to make a lot of videos about gacha games. And one thing I noticed is that a lot of people search up the words tier list with any other gacha game, because I was one of those people searching up games with tier lists. But there were several problems I kept noticing when searching for this content. And the biggest one had to be like, who the hell made these tier lists anyway? Because there's so many gacha games coming out constantly, and if you look at one of those channels, they're like making the best tier lists about the best characters, and then they're covering like 20 different games at a time. And also, like, it's 2020, but the quality of the video is kind of poor. Like, you know, the audio maybe is a bit missing, or the footage is boring. Basically, to me personally, I just didn't enjoy watching these videos myself. Now, am I saying my gacha gaming videos are the best? No, obviously. But it's just something I wanted to try myself, like, how do you actually make a tier list? How do you create a video? How do you outline the thoughts? All those things, basically. And so, with the most generic name possible, Gacha Gamer was born. And this wasn't just a hobby to me, I was actually jobless at the time, so I put in all of my efforts into making all of these videos and basically all of the articles I used to write on gachagamer.com. Which, by the way, after the channel took off with Genshin, that website is a graveyard right now, and I really need to do something about it. But the point is, the number one thing I learned about gacha gaming guides is that you need to talk to a lot of people before you come to a conclusion. And I'm not saying it is going to be the ultimate truth about anything, but at least it has some research to it, right? So I would just spend hours, days just talking to veteran players and asking for their opinions and trying to figure out like which character is the best one, or at least which character can help you with some kind of a mission or something. But hold on, how could I be talking to veteran players if the game isn't out yet? Well, the thing about gacha games is that they don't initially start with a global launch, and instead there's like, let's say, a region in Southeast Asia that becomes the first location for the launch, and it can be like 1 year when they're out, it could be half a year, it could be a couple of months before the game actually arrives to global launch. And in that time, people usually have a pretty strong opinion about things. And that's what happened with Genshin, basically. Now, I can't remember exactly how long it took for Genshin to first arrive to global, but I think it was 2 or 3 weeks when it was first launched in China. But that was just basically the soft launch, and before it, there was a lot of data compiled from the closed beta tests. So imagine being in my position and trying to just sift through so many documents and so many thoughts people have about the characters, which ultimately took me like 3 weeks to just complete the tier list, from just getting the thoughts out, to editing, to finding the videos, to showcase the relevant footage. And, I was not happy. I was not happy at all about this. It's an extremely isolating process, and at the time, I wasn't really making much from gacha gaming videos, and I had to find a way to support myself, so I don't know why I spent so much time just trying to perfect the video, because I would constantly have this scary thought in my head: what if I recommend the wrong character, and because of me, somebody ends up not playing the game anymore? And here we are, Bennett in B tier and Chi-Chi in SS tier, right? Do I still believe in these rankings? Nope. And honestly, with Genshin, I don't even think it's possible to just specify one character with a single ranking letter. I mean, maybe there is a way to showcase the character's pros and cons in a tier list format, but there's so many caveats. And the best example right now would be Bennett and Xingqiu, who constantly get compared to Inazuma support characters. But the reality is, miHoYo just realized that the characters they've created initially are just too strong in some cases. But come on, Mr. Gacha Gamer. Stop filling this video with filler stories and get to the point. Will Gacha Gamer be making another tier list video? Probably not, but I do have a really cool idea right now I'm working on, and it contains all the fun stuff you would expect from rankings, like the character's strength and their athletic abilities. You could say it's almost like an Olympics test or something. But I mean, it's a bit too early to tell right now. We've got 2.4 coming up, and like there's a lot of work that needs to be done once it's out. And maybe you've noticed, but the frequency of videos I've been uploading has been going down and down constantly. It used to be once per day just when the Genshin launched, which completely messed up my health. And then I moved on to a video per 2 days, then every 3 days, then every 4 days. Now it's sometimes even after 6 days to see a new video. And honestly, that's because it takes so long to make these videos. I know it sounds maybe pretentious, but some other content creators, they can just cut up their live stream and just put up the video and they have their own editors. But for me personally, I've been hands-on for so long and I've been really feeling bad about this. Maybe I should hire an editor to do this stuff for me. And it usually takes me like 24 to 48 hours to do one single video. Character guides are absolutely nerve-wracking because it takes so long to do them. I spent like a week doing Ito's guide, and it's all thanks to MiHoYo providing me a special access to their media server or something. But anyway, who cares about this? It's actually all thanks to you guys who keep watching my videos all the time, and I'm really happy when you leave some nice comments about the videos I make. And to be honest, I do try to read all of them, and if I have the time, I also try to reply to you as well. Maybe I'm not the best person when it comes to forming a community because I don't really have a Discord server, I don't live stream, I pretty much just make videos, and I'm really thankful that you guys at least watch these videos I make. But I think there's still one more thing I need to address, and it's the actual tier list video that exists right now. I just wanted to let you know that not a lot of people actually see the video daily. It's more of a relic right now, but even with all of this said, I went over to the video and made sure to mark it as outdated to the people who watch it. So you'll see it in the description, it's outdated, you'll see it in the pinned comment, it's outdated. Probably gonna change the title to outdated as well. Like, since the video's release, I think after like a couple of months, it just became like a reminder of where it got me to. And it also reminded me why I started with this channel in the first place. I know a lot of people look at tier lists purely from a competitive perspective, but to me personally, I think of tier lists as a way to just have fun as a starting player when you're looking for that best character. And because Genshin is such a unique case where the characters are not really one-dimensional, they offer a lot of different flexibilities in different areas. And yeah, sure, I've seen people arguing that Chi-Chi and Bennett had the right placements at the right time, which I'm not sure about it. I think this is something that I will just have to carry with me for the rest of my life. And if I only knew how deep and complex Genshin truly is, well, you know, hindsight 2020 in the year 2020. But overall, you know, in the classical Gacha Gamer sense, to quickly summarize, the initial tier list video is outdated, it has been dealt with. Regarding the future tier list videos, I probably won't be making them, but I do have something else in the projects going on right now. And usually, evaluating characters individually doesn't really work out that well without any teammates included. So if I make another video ranking characters, it's definitely gonna be a lot more different than before. And I mean, obviously, because most of you watching this channel have already grown up together with me, I guess. So with that being said, I'm just super glad that people find my videos interesting, because I sometimes feel like an idiot just spending an hour trying to find the right angle for the right type of character, and it's like a 2 to 4 second footage that might just go unnoticed. But I hope you found the video, well, not useful I guess, but interesting, since this has been in my head for like the past half a year, maybe even more. And I hope everyone who's watching this gets to spend their holidays together with their loved ones, and if not, well, stay safe.